Okay, so hi everyone, I'm Victoria Lomas. I am currently a college advisor at Sinton High School for the 9th and 10th grade, and I'm currently living in Fort Hood, Texas.
Hey everyone, my name is Christian Ramon. I'm also a college advisor for Mathis High School, also serving 9th and 10th grade, and I'm currently living in Austin, Texas, out of Austin, Texas.
Okay, give me a quick second. Okay, so going into this, thanks Christian. This webinar is meant to get students comfortable with exploring their interests and careers in college majors. Before we get into the webinar, we want to make sure everybody understands the format and expectations for our time. First, this webinar is being recorded, so you can expect back to it at any time you might need to. Next, for questions have presentation. Feel free to ask questions in the chat. We have our team managing the chat so that we can make sure to answer your questions. Okay. Oh, also, one last thing. I'm so sorry, you guys. We just wanted to let you guys know too that at the very end, or not the very end, right before our Q&A presentation, we will be having a $25 gift card giveaway. The winner will be announced at the end of the Q&A session. The winner also must be the winner must also be present at the end of the webinar in order to receive the prize. Okay, so no's and do's. By the time you finish this webinar, you should know the following three things. What between a college major and a career, different ways that you can enjoy your interests virtually in school and out of school, how to explore your career, interests and college majors. And college majors. Okay, I think we just fixed that. So, okay, I'm so sorry, everybody. We're gonna go ahead and just get started, okay? So I have a quick video that I want to show you all. And if you've never checked out Road Trip Nation, the Road Trip Nation website, I would like to encourage you to do so. Road Trip Nation makes searching for careers and career paths easy. They have a quick quiz that connects you to videos of professionals you are also able to relate to because you might be interested in the same area or the field that they're into or they're in. And really at the very end of their website, they also show the milestones of all these professionals.
Fit. It didn't feel right. Don't feel the need to like, oh, I should be this or I want to be this. Just be really authentic and be who you are, because that's going to make you better. It really is. It has rung true for me, and I'm 29 years old. I'm still kind of figuring that out. I'm like, oh, I just need to, you're figuring out who you are, but who you are is good enough. You don't need to be anyone else. Just be true to who you are.
So in the video, Kim Webster, there was something very specific that she said that I really liked. And it was be your authentic self, meaning be who you are and don't try to blend in with the career path because the others told you to do it or because you see all your friends going into it. She said that she was also initially wanting to go into ministry, but when she started looking at Christian schools, it just wasn't the right fit for her. One thing as a college advisor, I always try to tell my students, and I hope you guys are able to go ahead and back me up when I say this, is that it is super important to really know a university before you commit to going there, because that's going to be your home for the next 4 years. So as a college advisor, I often hear the same types of comments from 9th or 10th graders when I say, or when I ask them about what's your college major, what are you wanting to go into as a career? And I get statements like, I feel young and inexperienced, or I have plenty of time. The idea of college still seems really far away right now, but it's really important that students understand exactly how much time they have to make the most of it. So to break it down for you, yes, you are young and inexperienced, but not really. During your time in high school, you have to be using it to get to know more about yourself. High school goes by quicker than quick. You have a limited amount of time to see what it is that you would like to do. Students often make the mistakes of thinking, I have 4 years of high school to make an important decision, but really you only have 3. The reason for this is because right before your senior year starts, the summer going into it, you are already applying for colleges. And for students who worry because they don't have someone to guide them through this whole process, please know your college advisors are here for you. We are committed to helping you as well as your teachers. We hold the same expectations for each student, no matter what circumstances that you might currently be in or the background you come from. You can do this. We believe in you. So before we get more into the details, we would first want to make sure that you know the differences between a major and a career. A major is a specific subject and students specialize in. Typically, maybe 1/3 or 1/2 of your courses in college will be related to your major. A point I want to make sure that you know is that sometimes the name of your job winds up being the same name as your major, but that doesn't always happen. So if you look at the examples below, you'll see that if you major in English or political science, you can become a lawyer. Or if you major in biology and go pre-vet or pre-med, you become a veterinarian or a doctor. So know in the future that when you say, I'm going to college to be or when you say I'm going to college to be a lawyer or veterinarian, you really are saying like, that's my career path. Your major is what you'll want to, or is whatever you decide to choose in order to get to where you would like to be for your career. However, there are some majors that are named very similar to the career path, such as engineering. So if you major in engineering or the specialized type of engineering, then when looking for jobs, your job title could possibly be engineering as well. Career paths. Now, going into a career path is a small group of jobs that use similar skills or in the same focus. So for example, there are individuals that are majoring in nursing, and yes, you'll instantly want to go into becoming a registered nurse. But say for those that are wanting to first get a CNA certification and are working towards the goal of going back to school to becoming a registered nurse, this is a possible pathway for you. You'd first maybe go into working at a home health aide, then maybe a nursing assistant, and then you'd finally go into becoming a registered nurse. However, not all paths are the same. It depends on what you would like to do. Depends on you and what you would like to do. In the second example, you see that there's an individual that is first working as a security guard. Maybe they're majoring in criminal justice. Well, they either decide to becoming a firefighter, to eventually become a fire inspector, or others decide maybe I'm going to go into becoming a correctional officer, then work their way into becoming a police officer. It is up to you and what you decide to do. There is no right or wrong answer or path for you. It is up to you. The important thing is knowing that there are some steps that you'll need to take to get to the position or job that you want. Okay, so for this slide, I wanted to show you the connection between a major and a career. So if you weren't able to catch the last two slides, hopefully you'll be able to understand it now. So as you can see, if you want to become a veterinarian, you can major at a university in animal science or agricultural, wildlife, or even biology. The important thing is that you get the other classes or criteria that the vet school is looking for in order to go ahead and apply and be eligible. For those of you that are unsure of what you would like to do, we want to talk now about ways that you can explore what you are interested in. There are different ways to explore what you might like. While at the school next year, explore different electives. Join drama or art or ag. See if you enjoy those classes. Another way is to talk with teachers. If you are enjoying your elective class or you feel comfortable in asking the teacher about why they decided to end up teaching, everybody has a story. Ask. Someone influenced them greatly, so just ask to hear their story. Also another way is to join extracurricular activities. Clubs such as debate and yearbook, or you can join a sport like tennis, golf, powerlifting, or track. All of those can help you explore different interests and learn new skills too. While out of school, out of school, you can volunteer. I know with everything going on, it took a toll in plans for volunteering that you might have had, but think and plan for where you can volunteer after things are back to normal. Another way to help you learn more about yourself is to try different hobbies, whether it is to pick up an instrument, learning a different language, being artistic, or putting something together. Last one, interning. Intern at different places. Interning can give you new experience the actual career path that you might actually be wanting to look into. And say if you don't like it, then maybe that's a sign that that career path isn't for you. Because a lot of the time, if you intern at a place, sometimes it's how it would feel. The atmosphere is how it would feel. So now our last section, virtually. I'm sure a lot of us have learned a lot that you can do a lot of stuff virtually, or there's new resources available for you virtually. Right now, of course, there are several. I always tell you guys, hey, maybe listen to a tech talk. Now that you've seen a bit of Road Trip Nation, check it out, and use Texas OnCourse. But right now, we want to talk to you a little bit more about a particular website called Big Future that is on College Board. I'll go ahead and let Christian take over about Big Future.
All right. Thank you, Victoria. Let me just check if I can have the control here. Perfect. It might be a little laggy, but we're good. All right, you guys. So before we go ahead and get into the nitty gritty of Big Future, I just want to go ahead and first show you what the website looks like. Big Future is a College Board website, so that's why you see it, bigfuture.collegeboard.org. But as you see here at the very top, if you can see my cursor, there's different tabs. There's plenty of different tabs, and each one of them has a lot of different sub-tabs. So we're not going to really get into that right now. The one we want to focus on is this Explore Careers tab, and specifically the Major and Career Search tab. So when you click on that, this is where it takes you. So, of course, there's two categories, your major categories and career categories. Just like Victoria explained, there's a difference between your major and what you actually want to do as your career. Sometimes the name of them correlates. Like if you want to be an engineer, you're going to go do engineering. But let's first start off by looking at the major categories section. So I'm going to do that by giving you guys an example, okay? So let's start off with nursing. Let's say you want to major in nursing. Well, you're going to click on the health and medicine section. Click on that. The next thing it should give you is a long list of majors in the health profession. But since we're going for nursing right now, I'm showing you the list of all the potential majors they have for nursing for undergrad. And let's just do like a pharmacy major. So it tells you the major. It doesn't give you a lot of information specifically for this one, but it does give you a little information about what courses you may want to take. And then at the very bottom, it gives you a link to go ahead and follow the career section of becoming a pharmacist, so you can get a more in-depth understanding of what being a pharmacist actually looks like, what the coursework in college may look like, also the potential pay that you may get, the average pay in the United States. Of course, this information may be from a couple years back, but it's still good information to kind of know, to get a feel of the ballpark of what you get paid, a ballpark of what classes you may study, etc. Okay. Also, right here, you're gonna see this a lot: the related majors and related careers. So a related major for nursing is like chemistry, pre-pharmacy. That's more like an area of study, but it's a good thing to follow as well if you're interested in nursing. So that's kind of how the major section goes. So it kind of gives you a little bit of information. In the career section, though, I'm going to use another example, a different career. Let's do engineering, because that's what I've been hearing a lot of students do. So it's going to be under the science, math, and technology section. And of course, the first subcategory is architecture, engineering, and drafting. And just for this example, we're going to go with aerospace engineering. Let's say someone already knows, hey, Mr. Ramon, I want to be an aerospace engineer. Okay, great. You'd click on that. And then this is the page that it would take you to. Now, I really like this page because it actually shows you a lot of information that is really helpful if you're really looking to go into aerospace engineering, right? It tells you, are you ready to? And it gives you a list of skills and daily tasks that aerospace engineers are going to be doing. So that's really helpful. If you can read that and you can get to think, do I really like this? Would I really see myself doing this on a daily basis? That's good information to have at the start. Again, you're going to see this related majors tab on the right-hand side. It's always good. So let's say you like this, but it doesn't hit all the marks for you. Let's say you might want to do applied physics or mechanical engineering or electrical engineering. They're all right here. Those are just related majors. But if we go down the same screen, they give you a little bit of tips. Like, it helps to be a math and science fan, of course, if you want to be an engineer. And it tells you what to be focused on in high school, etc. It gives you a lot of finer details and finer hints and tips for what it is to become a aerospace engineer. And again, this is going to be something related, but it's related careers. So it's going to tell you other careers you might be interested in, just like above, not to get confused. It's really similar, but these are majors and these are careers. So it's kind of straightforward. You just pick a major or career that you're interested in and go and look into it, dig into it, play around with it, get the information, learn a little bit about that career or major, and see if you really like it. But just to give you an example, I want to go ahead and look at these two search boxes. So in case yours is very specific, you can search the career or search the major in here in case you don't find it somewhere in here. But I'm going to go with welding. Welding is here. It's at the trades and personal services section. But let's just go with welding just to give you an example. So you type welding right here in the career options, and this is what you'd get. You get a long list of programs and degree programs for welding. You click on the first one, and you get to see a little bit more information about what it is to be a welder, right? You got to know your metals, take accurate measurements, read drawings and blueprints, all the extra stuff, just like aerospace engineering did, but specifically for welding. I bring this up for one reason and one reason only. A lot of you may not have or may not be interested in nursing or aerospace engineering for that matter, or psychology, or maybe what everyone thinks of as like a typical college major. Maybe you do want to do welding or cosmetology. The reason I show this to you is because I'm gonna go back up, is because using these two functions, you can definitely get more information to help you better plan a path if you want to do like welding or cosmetology even, or any of those vocational trades and schools. It's here. So anything you can think of, it's here in this website. But yeah, now really quick, one thing I want you to go ahead and do is, Victoria and I are always here to help, and using this Big Future website is really a good resource. But we'd really encourage you to schedule a meeting with Victoria or myself so that we can help you create a Big Future account, so you can have all the information with you, and it changes as you're growing as a student. Also, if you need any help planning out a career path, or maybe just finding out what type of major you'd like, we can help you do that. So after this meeting, after this webinar, we'll go ahead and send y'all via email and through text the links to these resources. Also, we'll be sending you our Calendly invites just in case you want to schedule a meeting with us as well. So thank you guys, I really appreciate it. I'm gonna hand it back off to Victoria so she can give this survey out.
Okay. So hi everybody. If you guys weren't able to hear in the first part, I'll say it again. If you are on the YouTube live, Aaron will go ahead and put in a link to the survey. If you guys can go ahead and fill out that survey. Once you fill it out, you will be in the draw for a raffle. We will be raffling off a $25 gift card. In order to be eligible to win this, you need to be present at the very end too. So please go ahead and fill out the survey. We'll put you guys all into our generator and we'll randomly pick a winner at the very end. But please go ahead and fill out that survey. Remember, they are in the chats. Now time for the Q&A section. You guys are still able to go ahead and fill in or to click on the link, go ahead and fill out the survey. We're just gonna go ahead and answer some questions. If you guys have any questions, please go ahead and put them into the chats, and Aaron and our teammate Sarah will go ahead and let us know the questions. But if you guys remember, we also asked you guys to fill out a survey about a week ago. So you guys are always able, or we're gonna go ahead and read off a question or two from that survey to kind of get us started. I'm gonna go ahead and show myself now. Hi, everybody.
Hey, you guys. Okay, real quick.
Let me see. So for our first question, the question is, how do we know what we want to do for a lifetime and not just for a couple months? First off, when I saw that question, I was like, wow, that's a really great question. Like, in all honesty, it is. You guys, so first off, it's really hard to tell what you would like to do for the rest of your life. You guys are what, 14, 15, 16? You can't know what you're going to be wanting to do for the rest of your life. What I mean by that is that it's going to be really great just to go ahead and explore, get to see what it is that you want to do. In fact, when you're in college, people change their major about 3 times. And what I've also noticed now as an adult is that when you pick what you would like to do, so for right now, like, I'm a college advisor, and then you set goals for yourself saying like, well, I saw this person's career, like maybe I want to go and become a director of a department, or maybe I want to go ahead and work now at a university since I've been working so close to universities and work in financial aid. I didn't initially have that plan for myself as a high schooler. You end up setting yourself goals, and it's just really great. So something that you would want to do for a lifetime, maybe you might not currently think so. Maybe you're going to go for nursing and then eventually decide, hey, I actually want to go into becoming a nurse practitioner. And then you end up developing or growing from there. So just a bit of advice.
Also, I think there's another question. And the question is, what is a good annual pay to be successful? Now, I like that question, but first I need to start off by saying this, that everyone defines success differently. So for some people, it may be gain a certain career. Some people, it may be having a certain annual pay. Others may be like how much of an impact they make on people's lives. So everyone defines success in a variety of different ways. But one thing I would answer to that question is we want all of y'all and highly encourage all of y'all to have a livable wage. So enough to pay for your necessities, food, gas, your apartment, your rent, your mortgage, whatever, and also everything else that you want, right? And as long as you have what you need, that's a good livable wage. Now, everyone is different, so I would highly encourage y'all scheduling a meeting with Victoria or myself so that we can talk about your specific major and your specific career, so we can kind of answer that question more specifically targeted to you. But yeah, that's how I'd answer that.
Okay, so we have another question.
Wait, before we go to questions, our friends in YouTube are having trouble seeing the link to get entered to win the raffle, and they're very eager. So can you post on the screen the link that I just put in? It's a shortened link so that you can post it on a screen for them so that they can complete this.
Sure, give me 1 second. So y'all, this should be the shortened link. Let me go ahead and try to put it on present. This should be the shortened link, and this is the actual link right there. But just to make it easier, we're going to go ahead and leave it to the shortened, and we'll continue asking and answering questions as you guys go ahead and fill this in. Okay. Let me see. Here you go. So another question we had is, should I have more than one career option in mind? Yes, you guys are in 9th and 10th grade. So it's best to have more than one career option in mind. Like I said, when you're in college, you'll probably switch your major maybe 2 or 3 times. But it's always great to see like, okay, well, what is it that you like about this particular field? Is it in the same field? Is it, well, I want to go into nursing, or maybe I want to go into maybe being an X-ray technician. Is it in the same field? Which for that example, yeah, it's in health. Another way to think about it is like, okay, well, maybe I want to go into becoming a forensic scientist, but maybe I also want to go into becoming an engineer. what is it that you want? What is it that you like about both of them? Why did you want to go into becoming an engineer? What is it that you want to do about forensic science? So just think about them both. What is it that you like? And just like I said, when you're trying to explore yourself in school, out school, virtually, just go ahead and use those resources that we talked about. Talk with the teacher, join electives, do sports, clubs, and so on, just to go ahead and see what it is that you would like to do.
Yeah, another question that I'm seeing over here is, what education or skills may I need? That's a very general question, and again, I kind of sound like a broken cassette player or CD player, but because that's such a general question, it's different for everybody. I would again just suggest you guys meeting with Victoria and I and talking about your interests, and then getting to know a little bit more about what you'd want to major in high school, maybe what you want to do as a career, and then we can talk about the skills you may need for that specific for that specific goal and a career and major. But yeah, you'll get all that information after this webinar. So again, highly encourage y'all to schedule a meeting with Victoria and I.
What education do I need? So if you guys, like we said, go ahead, schedule a meeting with us. We can walk you through Big Future. If you tell us, hey, well, I want to go into becoming I don't know, forensic scientist, or maybe you want to go into becoming a police officer or something of that sort, we can go on Big Future together. We can even go into seeing, like, because on the corner, like Mr. Ramon went ahead and showed us during the webinar, that you're able just to go ahead and see what type of profession you would like to do. And it'll tell you, like, okay, well, you know what, you should be majoring in maybe criminal justice or chemistry if you want to go into forensic science. We're not quite sure, but we can always go ahead and make a meeting together and look on the Big Future website together.
Yeah, you guys, and just to add on to that, just like Victoria was mentioning, like for a specific career path, there may not be a specific major. There may be like several, right? So I'm gonna give you an example. Like being an attorney, you have to go to law school to be an attorney. But for undergrad, you can really major in whatever you want to major in. All you gotta do to get into law school is take the LSAT or the GRE to get in. So again, you can major in English, which is probably preferable, and then go into law school, or be a science major. Like maybe you want to do exercise science and then go to law school. You can really major in whatever, but again, it's just all about your interest, whatever career path you may want to take, or any specific hobbies you may want to consider following, like playing sports and being a coach, right? So you might want to go to undergrad to be a coach and then go to law school, or what have you, right? So again, schedule a meeting with us and we'll go ahead and talk further about y'all's specific situations, specific interests, goals, etc.
Do we have any current questions out there? We'll go ahead and answer any questions that you guys have.
Hey y'all, there were some really good questions that we did get on YouTube towards the start, just asking about kind of pathway to careers. So just kind of a shout out for anyone that is watching our webinar currently. Definitely reach out to Christian and Victoria. They can answer those questions, walk you through any type of career opportunities, but just wanted to toss that back out there, reiterate what they've been saying, but yeah.
Thank you, Aaron. Appreciate it. Any other questions, Sarah or Aaron?
No questions here on Zoom.
All right.
Oh.
I have a question.
Okay.
Can you just give me one thing that you did to help figure out what you wanted to study or do for a career that was actually very, very helpful to you when you were in high school? One thing that like really helped you exposure to new things, or just like help set you on a good path?
Who wants to go first? You or me?
I guess I'll go ahead and go first.
Okay.
So when I was in high school, there was a chance to go ahead and help out counselors as well as our financial aid person that would help us with college there at the high school. And I really was just getting involved in helping her out. We helped our fellow high school seniors to apply for colleges, to kind of bring them in, talk with them, explain what certain things were. At that time in high school, I somewhat knew, but not fully knew. And then when I went into college, I actually became a tutor at for anatomy. So having that ability to go ahead and talk more one-on-one, as well as help in teaching and just teaching other people like a subject that they had nothing, like no clue about, that really did help me in like building skills while I was in college too. So know, you guys, that if you guys have yet to build those like kind of skills in high school, you still have a chance to build them in college. But it's always really great just to start building in high school. So work on your presentation skills, work on your speaking skills. That's going to be really helpful for you in the future too.
Yeah. First off, before I answer the question, I put my Calendly link in the Zoom chat, also in the YouTube chat. So for both of y'all that are watching, for in any format, you guys have it now. We'll also send it in an email and text after this webinar. But to answer Liz's question, I would say it kind of like happened randomly. I guess one of my counselors suggested a program to me called National Hispanic Institute. And I know it's at Mathis. I don't know if it's at Sinton, but there I was able to like join debate, do the like mock trial. And that's definitely something that really interested me. And I had already thought about going into law, but after doing that, after getting my feet wet about what attorneys kind of do, of course, it's not that extensive, but it definitely solidified my interest in going to law. So I would say that. And that was my freshman year. And I was in it for 3-4 years in high school. So it just solidified that choice for me, even for 4 years straight. So it was pretty cool, pretty fun. Any other questions? Let's see here, I'm getting something.
Okay, let me see, you guys, if I can go ahead and send out the link to those that are in the chat. So if you give me 2 seconds. More than 2 seconds. Okay. Okay, you guys. So for those of you guys that are still waiting for the link, I sent it to you guys via text. Hopefully you guys can go ahead and get it. And we'll wait a couple minutes.
Victoria, can you also drop your Calendly in the YouTube so that people can make an appointment with you if they go to Sinton?
Yeah, sure. Give me. Chris, if you have the thing open, can you put my link in for me, please?
Yeah, just put in the chat and I got you.
Okay, you just put in the chat?
Yeah, put it in the Zoom chat or group me.
Okay. Oh, okay, I barely understood what you said. Give me 1 second. There, it's in group me. So now that we see that you guys all went ahead and did the survey, I guess we'll go ahead and start picking a winner. Sarah, will you do the honors?
Ooh, I feel like I have the fun part. Yes, let me share my screen here.
Yes.
Okay, and it looks like we have 16 responses so far. And so we're gonna take everybody here. And
We don't have to. You're gonna do it. Oh, this is happening live.
yeah, here we go, y'all. And let me hit the start button. Sorry about that. That didn't happen the last time I did that. Look at us doing tech. Hold on, you guys. Let me try this again. And the winner is, and I'm probably going to mispronounce this name. Is it Sadie Hull?
Sadie, are you on? Can you say hi in the chat somewhere?
If not, I can spin again.
Wait, give us a second.
Yeah.
Yes, Sadie's on.
Oh, yay! That's great. Congratulations, Sadie. We have all of your information, so we will be sending this to you. And your advisor will be in contact with you as to the best way to get that in your hands, okay? Congratulations. And let's do one more. Let's see for the other campus. Let me see. Actually, everybody that joined tonight that filled out the survey is from Sinton High School, so we'll do one more. And I'm going to spin the wheel again. Let's see if I can, I'll try to share my screen just for fun, y'all.
Sarah, we do have one student from math this year.
Yes, she's on the Zoom, isn't she?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Madi.
You'll be entered to win. Let's see.
Let's see here. Okay.
Oh yeah, you're right there. Let's see, you've got it.
Marissa Sanchez is our
Marissa.
winner.
Okay.
Marissa, are you on here?
Aaliyah is also from Mathis on the YouTube chat. So Christian, give her say hey.
Oh, that's
What's up,
awesome.
Aaliyah? Oh yeah, I'm jumping back and forth from both both chats trying to see.
Let's see. Let's wait a minute to see if Marissa's on here.
Okay.
I'm just looking at the chat. You guys are funny.
Did Marissa ever respond, or should I spin again?
I think we may have to spin again.
Yeah, spin again.
Okay. All right. Let me.
Evan. Oh, it just made me laugh. I'm sorry. Jaden! Woo! Jaden, you better be on here. She literally just set up an appointment with me right now. Extra points.
I saw her in the chat before.
I know. Yeah, I think she might have left. Should we spin one more time? I think Evan, Tyler, and Michael are really
Everyone leave. Okay, here we go. Let me share
Evan
my screen again.
wants to win. Aaliyah wants to win.
I know. All right, make sure you put Aaliyah in.
Yeah, is she in?
Let me
She was here from the
see.
start.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Is Aaliyah in there?
I don't think she is.
Okay. How do I? Let's see. How do I spell Aaliyah?
Aliyah.
Morales. Yeah.
All right, y'all. Here we go.
Dang. Brandon.
Brandon, are you on here? You were on before. Evan, tell Brandon he won.
He's
Yeah.
here.
There you go.
Yay!
Okay, Brandon, I'll go ahead and be in contact with you and get you the stuff so that way we can get you your gift card. Okay? Y'all are too funny. But we thank you so much for being part of this webinar with us. Thank you for bearing with us in the beginning. I know it was a bit choppy, but we had a lot of fun with you, and hopefully we'll do more webinars soon so that way you guys can win more prizes, okay?
For sure. Have a nice one, y'all.
Have a nice one. Happy Labor Day or Memorial Day, Memorial Day weekend. Bye.